There we are. What up, everybody? It's your boy, Whatthefnu, coming at you with these sick life hacks for you. Okay, first off, if you ever do, if you ever do audiobooks for a living, never, ever do a code book. I've joked about this before. Also, Shadowmancer 2, welcome to the chat, man. How are you doing tonight? I've joked about this before, how most of it is just going, open parentheses, J, space, plus, space, X. Yeah, that's funny in a short burst, but for like half an hour straight, that gets not only mentally exhausting, but physically too. Like, short of breath, you're starting to get a headache kind of exhausting. Life hacks. Second one. Never, ever live in Ohio or anywhere where it gets really humid in the summer. Saps all your energy, makes you less willing to do things, which sucks because you like doing things. At least I hope you do anyway. Alright, last stream we got rid of pretty much all of the side quests. Got them done, squared away, solved, pretty much beaten. So, I think our next course of action, because we can't do anything else regarding side stuff until disc 4, we need to go visit the actual plot. Who'da figured, right? By the way, Shadowmancer, news from the Discord. A lot of people who were really interested in doing another Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. In fact, a couple different people have signed up. They want to try out some decks against me. So yeah, looks like we're go on that. We just need to set up a date. So I'll talk to you on Skype or something, maybe send you some PMs here on Twitch, whatever works really. And we'll do that. Next destination is... Sorry, I'm not very good at explaining things. What's our next destination? Our next destination is located south of Ibsen's castle. The hint is my power is protected underwater, surrounded by the earth. So that would be we're sending people off to go fight the Water Guardian. So let's actually look at our equipment here. Do we have anything that can deter water damage? Stars HP. Boots with good traction. Earth. Thunder. Wind. Holy and Shadow. Ice. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Water and wind. So we can choose one or the other, either ice or water. I don't remember exactly what this boss has, but hey, at least we've got one ribbon to work with here. And if we've only got one ribbon to work with, there's only one character that deserves to have this equipped on them. No. Want to change party members. Sup, Ryza? Welcome to the chat, man. Why, no, Twitch is not using its stalker method to tell me that you just showed up. It's so weird that they do that. And, like, am I not alone in that? And thinking that it's strange that they just tell you somebody that is your friend on Twitch has suddenly popped into the chat? Just gives you that little message with the, hey guys, emote. It's creepy. Just a little bit. Let's see. You haven't learned Carbuncle yet? Oh, we need to solve that right quick. And this is not me just looking for another excuse to grind out my characters a little bit because I'm terrified of getting destroyed by whatever these bosses throw our way. Let's see, what's a good spot? Probably where we end... Probably go poke around the take our Chocobo back up again. On. Land somewhere around here, at least. Look, I know you don't like the marshland. It stinks, I get it, but I've got places to go that the airship can't follow. I was trying to figure out a way in my head to turn that into a Doug Walker reference, but nothing was really coming to mind. I was watching an ad and it ended just when you were talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. Don't worry, I wasn't saying anything too important until then. Or maybe I was, and you'll just have to check the VOD to find out. Ha 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 ha! Easy views. Sup, Neptune? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? Where's this place again? What are we looking for here? I know we can just climb over everything, but I like to fly. When I see this plateau, I'll know it. It has a very particular shape to it. Lets me know that we're in the right spot to start fighting dragons again. I just want to raise up Eshima a tiny bit before we go off to fight some more. Go start doing the actual story mode, because she's got 2 summons she can learn right now, and both of them are hella useful. I don't know when I started saying hella. Does it sound tacky? Kinda does in my head. But it's just a really... I almost said it again. It's a hella useful phrase. Huh? No? Okay. Just keep it to myself then. You'd think this song would have gotten tiresome by now. That I would have been sick of listening to it. Sad that I can't watch the old Yu-Gi-Oh stream. Oh, right! Ah, that was before I started uploading everything to the YouTube channel. Damn. That's actually really unfortunate. I wish I could watch that too. Those were good times. I mean, I could just bust those decks out of retirement and we could try them again. Where the hell is this place? Figures, the one time I'm actually looking for it, I can't find it. No, it's 2 forests that are sitting right next to each other. Is this it? It doesn't look like it. It's a very small plateau. Maybe we need to go south near where Burmecia is? So catchy, yeah. I can't even find where I want to go to grind, and now we're right back where we started this journey again. You'd think, after all the times I played this game, I wouldn't be so utterly helpless in my efforts to find things. It's probably off in this direction, yeah? Up by Gizmaluke's grotto. That much I know. If we go by major landmarks... So, okay. Ship is off by the marsh, which is also off by the area that Gizmaluke's grotto is in. So if we follow that mountain range, just hug the sides, and eventually we should come across what we're looking for, right? Deductive reasoning. Wins again! There it is. Alright, let's punch some scaled motherfuckers in the face. Or get a quiz right off the bat. I'll take that too, that's easy money. I know it's not a friendly monster. We've seen all of them already. Let's just see if I can get the question correct. I'm gonna quick save that. Nobody hate me for this. Burkmia cable cars have been running for 8 years. How long have they been running? I think that's true. Correct me if I'm wrong, which he will. Quite easily by ejecting one of my party members out of battle here. And... correct! Nice, nice. Cool story, Bob. Dude, can we all talk about... Never mind. I was gonna steal jokes from Total Biscuit. Pay no attention to that guy. He just sits in the corner talking to himself. Not to himself, there are 4 people in here right now. You think he knows I'm cheating at this point? He's like... It's sort of like that one NPC in Jade Empire. If you grind the gambling minigame for easy money, the game realizes you're cheating and eventually just kills him out of nowhere. One of the other NPCs chimes in with, "What in the world?" I love little Easter eggs like that. When the developers are actually clever and they surprise you in interesting ways. As for how I know that happens, never you mind. don't think I ever really checked what these guys give if you steal from them. Might not be worth finding out, though. That's the whole party. Ouch. Yeah, no, in fact, it was just one person. And that hurt a lot. Sorry, Eshima. Took you out of resting on the ship. Straight into fighting dragons. I guess what was I supposed to expect out of this turn of events? Ain't so bad. Come on, up on your feet. You're fine. You're supposed to be the healer of the group. You can handle all of this, I'm sure. Yeah, hit everybody with a Kira. We'll be okay. Sup, Chiron? Welcome to the chat, man. Ow. Oh, right. Freya's got auto life now. This is why you prepare ahead of time. And that's why I love that status effect. You never know when it's going to come in handy. And because of that, everybody gets experience. Use level 5 dead on him. Sorry if it's a backseat. No, that's a good idea, actually. I didn't think of it. Okay, she learned Reflect. I should have taken her along. She's another summoner. She could have benefited from all of the extra AP. Level 5 Death. What teaches us that again? The whales, right? Does John St. John have that skill? No, I don't think so. It would be right here in this category, yeah? So I guess the next course of action is to go find the whales. No, I'm not going to make a subscriber joke about the term whales. I like to think I have a little more class than that. There are much more kind terms I'd use to refer to you guys, like human beings. And really cool dudes who are willing to support me in whatever I do. So let's go hunting for some black magic. And then take another hour to go find that place again once I'm done. I really should, though, start searching around the... John St. John, as in Duke Nukem and Big the Cat? Yes, as a matter of fact. You hit the reference on the head. That's exactly why I named that character that way. Because, you know, Quina, or however you pronounce it, I always said Cuna when I was a kid, hunts down frogs. Made sense to me at the time. And again, a lot of things are funnier in hindsight. Also, Green Power Star, welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? Hopefully as good as I am. I've been making a lot of slow improvements here around the Twitch page. Been trying to learn stream elements. Which apparently wraps up a lot of different resources together, like Nightbot and a Bits Cup and whatnot. Maybe I can bring back giving you guys points just for being here again. I know that sound effect. And wow, that's loud. Maybe I shouldn't make that as loud as it actually is. Hang on a second. Turn that down just a little bit. Alright, don't think I can. It won't let me. Oh well. Nope, not that. Jerk. Shadowmancer 2, thank you so much, man. Had to take it back, right? We gotta take the power back. You and Swirl, whenever you're in my chat together, it's amazing. I'm kind of waiting for the moment where you're both in the chat at the same time, so that we can see the reactions live. There we go. Been meaning to show up way sooner, like months ago. Hey man, I'm glad you're here now. Right, so we're gonna take care of that blind status effect. The Rag Timer. I think that's the enemy we were actually just up against. That's the real name of the guy we've been encountering here. Let me double check this. How many cards do we have? We've got 73 in stock. Several different types. Ha! That's kind of awesome. I never knew about that in this game. Also, sup, Stormy? Welcome to the chat. And thanks for being connected to us, man. It's always appreciated. Where is this guy? Ragtimer. There he is. So that's this guy's name. What did I think he was named? Something Mouse. I know nothing about Final Fantasy, so apologies if I get a little lost. It's kind of hard to know anything about this series. One of those you just gotta smile and nod as you go. I've been playing these games for years and I still don't know the first thing about them. Hence why I keep getting lost everywhere, apparently. For now, we're hunting down a specific type of enemy so that we can, like Kirby, consume its soul and use its powers. That's our current quest. After that, we might actually make some story progress. Or maybe not, depends on how we feel. That much I know about Final Fantasy. You can get distracted so easily just doing whatever the hell you feel like at any given time. That's why I love them. My favorite Final Fantasy is Super Mario RPG. That's fair, actually. That was made by Square, and it's not a bad game in its own right. Alright, there it is. There's the thing we've been looking for. Hit it with one of those. Sorry, John St. John. This meal's gonna be just a tad bit stale, but I hope you don't mind. No. So much for that plan. Good job, Sean. Good job. Yay, she learned Carbuncle. I need to level her up at least a little bit before we go into the higher level encounters here. We've got to split everybody up. We've got 8 party members, and some of them are not ground up at all to the point where they can fight. We need to level her up at least somewhat. So, healer, haste. No. You have something much better you can learn right now. Good old Medine. Can you equip a Guardian Mog yet? Mog protects with unseen forces. Yeah. I forget what that ability does. I think it's sometimes random. It randomly summons Medine for free sometimes. Or it just does it in reaction to specific attacks. Or whenever you get down to a specific amount of HP, maybe it casts regen on you or something. I've honestly lost track. Again, learning things as I go, really. Sorry if I seem just a bit out of it tonight. I've got a small headache that I'm currently fighting. Luckily, I've also got a little bit of Advil coursing in my blood right now, so that shouldn't be a problem for too much longer. I'm at work, so super lurk mode. Don't worry, Dark Lord, I won't tell anybody. It's safe with me. I'm glad you're here either way, man. Thanks for coming. Come on, this thing's got to show up for us eventually. There you are. Now, Sean, I need you to defend this time. Here he goes again, Venom Breath. You did not. Okay, if he paralyzed the party member, I needed to actually use attacks here. That would have been a little... There it is. There it is. Who is this? Oh. Anytime I see somebody's special emotes, I get really curious about them. Lurk. You think about those kinds of things when you're working on designs. Like, we've had this discussion a few times before about the emote I want to introduce here. Which, that's almost done, by the way. The
Pizza
custom
time.
emote that guy was making for me. Shadowmancer 2! No freaking way! At the $9.99 level as well? Dude! Thank you so much, man! Come on in, man. Welcome to the party. Have a slice. Enjoy those emotes. All of the congratulatory messages. Thank you, Danke. Arigato. Mr. Roboto? No robots in this game, unless you count the Iron Men, but we're not going to be encountering those things for quite a while yet. In fact, if I remember correctly, those are endgame enemies here. Alright, I'm going to learn from before. Hopefully, anyway. Subscribe to Proton John and Hope Within Chaos. Both great people with good emotes. That's fair. And that's a good way to get more subscribers. I just like the pizza one right now because, well, it's kind of part of the brand more so than anything else. It's something that people recognize me by. And Pretty Pizza just because, one, it's a SpongeBob joke, and two, I didn't want to lock people out who weren't willing to pay more for me. I didn't want it to be too special, but I didn't want it to be too underwhelming either. Are you lost again? No, we went right back to Popos Heights. We're good. Well, good right up until Eshima gets destroyed by a dragon again. You hear about the completionist. I know of him, Gerard, and whatnot, but I don't know if anything in particular has happened with him lately. Those are good ones, too. Variations of, like, Kappa and Bible Thump and whatnot. We've talked before about the raid emote I wanted to do. Another one, you think about those, though. As I've mentioned many times before, like hands or heads or different expressions. Oh, boy. We've either got to kill this thing really quickly or we've got to start healing people. Probably going to go for the quick kill. Because she's got regen on her anyway, so it counteracts the poison. Why drop Frog? Because it's the best attack Cuna has. Oh, sorry, John St. John has. He has to delete mass amounts of videos? Whoa, what happened with that? What's going on? Like, don't tell me it's something stupid like his intro theme got copyrighted or something. That would suck. You really do have a serious headache. I'm working on it. Medicine takes about half an hour to kick in. Well, there goes that. Maybe I should give her auto life. Freya just learned it, so I can give the ability to this little girl. Watching all his videos because his friend had a falling out. Use the new ability. Okay. First, I gotta bring her back so I can heal everybody. It's such a gigantic difference. Figures, 20 levels or so puts a bit of a gulf between everybody. Any other abilities you have left to learn, Freya? Yup, in fact, there is just one left. Long reach, which is super useful, too. In fact, I think Sean learned that not too long ago. Yes? Yeah, there it is. So, basically now I can get the protection of the back row and still be able to do damage like he's in the front row, which is super useful. Then again, so is auto haste and auto life, so I'm gonna leave those on him as well. I forgot that I still had my build devoted to, well, the build I thought was going to help me against Ozma. It's so refreshing to be able to talk about that boss openly now that I've actually shown him. Then again, I forgot to put auto reflect on everybody. Forgot that that was a slightly more useful skill. I'd sub, but I only have enough cash for one. Don't worry about it, man. No pressure at all. Don't ever feel like I'm forcing you or pressuring you into giving me money. It's just, the way I've always viewed it is, it's another option. It's there. It's there for the people who want it and feel like they want to use it. I'm just happy people want to watch me in general. That's why whenever somebody actually wants to give me money, it blows my freaking mind. Because I can't wrap my head around what I might have done to deserve it. She can learn locomotion here. I'm surprised she hasn't picked that up from anything else up to this point. I've only got... well, I've got several Black Hoods. Yeah, sure. It's worth it. Sup, Twitch Bar? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? One-man raid. I mean, I still don't have that Twitch raid video created. Been a little distracted by audiobooks over this. Though, I do have an announcement for when somebody's hosting me. Thank you for that, man. Connected to the Twitch bar. So everybody who's coming me from the Twitch bar's page, thank you very much for being here. Alright. What was I even doing? I got completely distracted. Right. I remember now. I was gonna give her a new ability. Medine's gonna take a while to learn. So will Rebirth, honestly, but it's the only way she's gonna get through these battles, I think. It's 100 points, but it's a really useful skill. You mentioned a raid emote? Yes. Specifically the emote I'm working on right now. Somebody who's really good at art, even better at pixel art than me, you know, because I'm not exactly a Van Gogh over here. I'm the one who draw together that octagonal pizza that people have paid for. But he's making something really good for me. A raid emote that is just a pair of Shimapon. Because, you know, you get the pun. I've pounded it into people's heads enough by this point. If you don't get the joke by now, that's your own fault. These are flying enemies. Probably not worth it wasting the earth energy on them. Doing great. Really hungry, though. I can empathize with that. Long days, not enough to fill your stomach with. Although I love living with these guys. Seneca is a fantastic cook. I want to get her more supplies to use in the kitchen, things like a blender and whatnot. They had a blender for a while, but they had to get rid of it, or it broke or something. Quite literally caught fire and started smoking, so... Are you having fun chicken for dinner? As a matter of fact, it was chicken. It was noodles, white sauce, and baked chicken. Not fried, but it did have breading on it. Little bite-sized pieces. It was awesome. Hell yeah, I got some leftovers too. Nice. With Irish accent. Are you having fun chicken for dinner? I actually have relatives who are of that descent. I can do that accent fairly well. And every time I bring that up, all I can think of is Punch-Out for the Wii. Somebody in that development team must have had the same relatives I did, because they got that impression spot on with Aaron Ryan. I know people who act exactly like him. Of course, the secret in any accent is just to make it sound casual. It's a weird thing. Like, you feel like you have to push yourself so far away from what you're saying normally in order to sound like you're coming from somewhere else. But in order to make it sound, well, natural, you have to sound like you're not putting a whole lot of effort into it. Like, you're not really thinking about the accent. It's just something that is part of who you are. It's the weirdest contradiction, but it works. Take it for somebody who's actually done a few audiobooks by now. My Humble Bundle Monthly comes in tomorrow. Fnu, you get your stream ready? I will, man. I will. Although, tomorrow's stream is Slime Rancher, so I've already got my schedule set up for that day. Now that it's out of early access, I can actually start playing it with a clean conscience, you know? I'm supporting a completed project is the best way of putting it. Yes, in fact, you are completely correct. You're completely correct, Green. They did. Every single character in that game, they got a voice actor from their respective country performing in their native language. That's why it sounds so spot on. They were dedicated to giving those guys their own defined personality. It's weird. It's the strangest contradiction. They avoided one of the complaints everybody made about the first few games, that everybody was a stereotype, by making them, well, more of a stereotype. But they... It's kind of a strange situation because they committed so much to the bit that it gave them more personality rather than taking it away. They did it in really cool ways that made them seem like larger-than-life personalities. There was just so much to each of them. Every single thing about that game. It's animated super well. The music is really good. The characters, the voice actors, everything. It's probably one of my favorite games on the Wii, if I'm being totally honest with you. I said Steam, because I will most likely send you games. Man, you've given me enough already. Thank you. Thank you so much. Aw, man, I already committed to that. Well, I guess we're punching this guy in the face. Or... Wait a minute, what am I doing? I went to go get a spell for this exact purpose. Holy crap, I am out of it. Yeah, you've poisoned everybody on the team. But can you do anything about blue magic? See ya, buddy. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, Neep 2. It's me, though. You should expect this by now. Who am I going to send her with is the big question here. Who are the two characters that I'm going to send down into wherever this place, into this place to go fight that boss? Ashima's going to be one of them because she has to equip the ribbon, and that makes her immune to water-type attacks. I want to send you a gift, but I don't know your address. I have a P.O. box. I can actually help you with this. Just grab this here and tell you what it is. Never mind. This doesn't have all the information on it. Ask.fm should be on this page. I sent it to people a while ago. Oh my god, it's making me log in and everything. Ah! Was it this password? It's been a while. People don't ask me enough questions. Then again, they can just contact me through the Discord now, so why would they? Aha! New P.O. Box is Whatthefnu, P.O. Box 4072, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, 44223. And that's that. Now you know, and somebody's sending me... Somebody wants to contact me at the very least here. These are texts, so they might be important. Okay, yeah, that's something I need to... I'll address that in just a second here. Can you write it down? I'll do you one better. I will actually put it in the Twitch chat. Give it a second for it to catch up with you guys. There you go. Now you can keep it for your own things. For your own purposes. So you... No, I'm not Jim Sterling. You know if you send me one of those, I'll find some way to put it in a video. Hell, I still need to make that sequel to the Dragon Countdown. And I accidentally put a dick in the last one, so why not, right? That was the stupidest shit. How the hell did I not see that the first time? Yeah, going behind the scenes here, just FNU bloopers that have happened in the past. The top 8 games where you play as a dragon thing that I did years ago now. I accidentally, there's this one picture I had, and I really liked it because it was a really cool color scheme. This jet black, like charcoal black and neon blue character. I wanted something from like DeviantArt or E621 or one of these websites just to represent the joke. The original joke was I made all of these qualifications for what a dragon is. Like they're big, they have wings, they're scaled, they're muscular, they're built big and gigantic and powerful, and everything's afraid of them, also known as half the population of DeviantArt. And it's that picture, and I censored her, but I did not see the... anyways. Oh, goodness. Me and my... I mean, to be fair, I'm not used to cocks coming in that particular shade of black, but that's still no excuse. I had to edit that out, and I'll probably make a joke about that if I ever go back to that again. If people are curious, I'll post it in the Not Safe for Work channel in the Discord after this. I'll post the exact picture unedited, because that's a place where I can talk about this, and you can see the example of what I'm talking about in its basest... You should just write the P.O. box on the screen. I mean, I have that in different places. Risa. Anyway, sorry if I'm making anybody uncomfortable with talk about that. It's just really funny to think back to my old school YouTube career. All of the things that I used to do. I need to get really active again. I need to get these audiobooks out of the way. I need to finish this damn thing, which is easier said than done. I mentioned this way at the beginning of the stream, but holy crap, this coding book is taking an eternity to get through. It's nuts how hard it is. You don't think it would be difficult. It seems like the easiest thing on earth to just, for maybe 20 minutes straight, go J space plus space X. But it wears on you. Like, you're not used to talking that way, and when you do it for extended periods of time, you're forcing your lungs to do things it's not supposed to. Like, physically, I start to seize up. I start to get a headache, get short on breath. It's disconcerting at the very least. But hey, now I'm back to my wheelhouse, so it's not that much of a problem anymore. Level 38. I doubt she's going to learn auto life by the time I'm ready to go with the story mode here. Should probably bring more people. Hell, as long as I've got John St. John on the team, we could just cycle people out. Why not, right? Take a tent here. Make sure everybody's healed up and ready to go, and then we can bring in somebody else who we're going to train up. The best healer that we've got, I think we'll team her up with the best physical attacker that we've got. At least, he was right up until Freya got the Dragon's Breath. You know, and got a 20 level advantage to the dude. Got an exact direction, just slightly northeast of where we left the ship. I need the Discord link. I forget if this works or not. Let me actually open up the Discord here just in case. I have a Nightbot command for this, but hum-ba-dum-ba-dum. a long time since I've invited anybody. Oh, wait, it's right at the top there. I get so distracted by all the grayed out options because those are what I use the most. Set this link to never expire. And how's about you have a great time talking to everybody else in the community? There you go, Twitch bar. That is for you, my friend. I almost switched away to my other video setting because that's what I'm used to doing when I'm playing games. I wish you could just swap out party members whenever. I never said this was a perfect game. It's got its problems here and there. But hey, I love it regardless. It's got so much heart and character. So who wants to take Freya's place for a little while? Vivi. You've got a lot of skills that you need to learn. Godspeed, he says. Yeah, you need to learn all of your level 3 spells, and you have already learned Death. So you're on top of things, kid. But you haven't learned that. Oh, you haven't learned that yet. I forgot that was a thing we needed to do with this character. Oh, I'm so excited now. Sup, Blue? Welcome to the chat, man. Yes, I have a destination. I've had a destination all along. To power. To the top of this RPG food chain. Flare, aka localized nuclear meltdown. Or as we call it in Team Pizza, Gwen. God, we need to finish that webcomic. I need to start making enough money so I can afford to pay Drawman enough to start working on that comic full time. I want to get Righteous Up. I want to turn that into a thing. Let's save before we start doing this. Really strong enemies, they don't usually get along very well with really squishy team members, and that's most of what we've got right now. Call me again anytime, Cabell. Reflect ×2 plus Flare. Yes, and we've got Eshima on the team. Who knows auto reflect? Might be fun to just toy around with this for a little while. Yeah, I think... Don't want to take that off. But what would we replace it with? We need 13 more points if we're going to do this with him. Or we could just equip it on him by himself. We'll just leave it on one party member. It's not like the dragons are going to start No, they will. That would actually be really useful. Have everybody equipped with antibody and also auto-reflect? Reflect ×2 as well. Double the strength of spells by using reflect. Isn't that what it already does? So are we looking at 4 times damage on our black spells here? That's insane. Just got that, by the way, Shadowmancer. I'll accept that in a sec. It requires me to open up the Discord server again. Guess we can take that off of you. And body temp. We need 4 more. He'll be vulnerable to poison, but he'll have it on him. Sup, Riddler, man? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing tonight? I'm going to get around to watching that video, by the way. I'm sorry it's taken me so long. I did a whole lot of fun things today. Had to address a lot of those typical problems that us adults like having. I've had, I am now officially a citizen of Ohio because of some of the things that I did today. Yeah, let's give her an antibody again. No better ability for her to have right now, apparently. How to Train Your Dragon Part 3. Yes, I have my license now. Still haven't gotten around to renewing my vehicle registration, but we'll get to that. Oh, believe me, we'll get to that. Once I finish this audiobook, I'll have the money I need to get to that, in which case I can get that out of the way and start working on YouTube videos again. This is the weirdest thing. The registration... I have to get new plates and everything, so that's $55 unto itself out of the 96 I've got to pay, and the other 41, they told me, has to be in cash. I feel like I'm doing a drug deal right now. Well, some people are going to get hit by this thunder spell. Not everybody that could be, though. And some of this is going straight back onto... Oh. Well, we've got several things that are happening now. And John St. John's going into trance. You hurt Froggy! No, I fish you to death! What's this, though? Remember my Archer OC for this game. Actually came up with some archery skills for him. Noxjäger, which inflicts blind and sometimes paralyze on the target. Venom Bite, self-explanatory. Wait a second, that means a few different things in Final Fantasy. Venom as in this game's Venom? Because that might be a little overpowered to give to party member characters. Noxjäger means Night Hunter. That one I knew. I actually took German for a little while. I know some of the language. Some being pretty much just the lyrics to the German version of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show intro. And I've sung that on stream before, so I'll spare you guys. Venom as in normal poison. Okay. Remember that Sonic guy on your server that had the Pokemon game idea? Yes, the Myth27. I'm doing what I can with that. My attention is split a million different ways these days. I'm trying to keep everybody happy, so is it any wonder I haven't actually gotten around to finishing any of my projects lately? We're moving forward, step by step, steadily, little bit by little bit. I just gotta keep cracking away at it, and eventually we will see progress. You know I used Frog Drop there, but I kinda just want to try out Flare, which I didn't do in the right way because I didn't bounce it off somebody with Reflect on the team. Go figure. Sup, Sonicu? Speaking of the Sonic guy in the Discord, how you doing tonight? Just got off my volunteering. Hey, good on you, man. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Deals more damage depending on the percentage of the target's lost health. I've seen abilities like that before. And do more damage as they... Oh! Not dead yet. Right, I forgot. Everybody has auto life on them right now. Yeah, let's just finish this thing. Put it out of its... Speaking of Misery's End. Feels so good to see those numbers go up after a battle. Limit Glove, remember? Oh yeah, that too. We could also use that strategy. There are so many techniques that are available for us. Although, Neptune gave us a better strategy. These things are level 5, so hitting it with level 5 death, also useful. How close are you, honey? Getting close to auto life at all? 48 points left. Tacos. Man, now you're just making me want to tune into Lucagen's stream again. Why does everybody I follow go live on the same nights that I stream? It's not fair. I want to engage with you and I want to be a part of your community, but you won't let me. Or maybe I'm streaming when they are, so you can't watch them instead. Ha! It's... I always feel like I have to preface a joke like that with a no, it's not intentional. I wish it wasn't. This is just the time of day that works out the best for me. It's actually a pretty big FU to anyone who levels up in the middle of the Great Gubal Library on I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So let's grind this out a little bit up until she learns Auto Life. Between that and the ribbon, we should be okay with this character. Just grind up everybody a little bit, really, because skills need to be learned all around. Everybody needs to upgrade eventually. It's not anything crazy like Final Fantasy VII. This is the only time we have to do it, and it's fairly early on. Early on enough to the point where we can... Yeah, let's see just how powerful this is when you bounce it off of Reflect normally. How do I... Yeah, there we go. Bounce it off of you. And it always goes off towards the enemy. So many particles, it's slowing down the damn game. Not bad, 5,000. So we double that, we'll hit the maximum amount of damage easily. Kablam. What's going on at the moment? We're currently grinding up our team so that I'll be able to survive what's coming next in the story without having to cheese it at all. I'm taking responsibility for my team's strength at this point in time. Midway through Disc 2 on my first playthrough? So you're just past that point in the story. Things are gonna get really interesting for you. Disc 2 is where the story really starts to speed up, in my opinion. It also means you came into contact with who is simultaneously one of my favorite and one of my least favorite characters in this entire game. But, all things considered, antidote. What did I miss? Not much. I mean, other than commentary. I'd like to say not much, but maybe I said something witty and interesting. You'll have to watch later to find out. Juno, yeah. Beatrix is a very interesting case in game design. It's like I understand her purpose, and you know what? I'd forgive it. I'd forgive it if eventually you beat her, you overpowered her, you've proven how far you came as a person, but I don't want to give any spoilers. Never mind. I forgot that we're so far in the story in this. I feel like I can run my mouth. But you just said that you're getting through your first playthrough of the game, so I'm just going to zip it good. When the trouble's coming down, you must zip it. I wish I knew the lyrics to that song so I could make that joke properly. What is that sound effect? I've wondered this since I was a kid. That row, 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 row. Is that supposed to be an evil laugh? Is that what death sounds like? Hey buddy, you need a cough drop or something? Disc 1 is like the prologue. Sort of an extended tutorial, yeah. There you go, John St. John. Make sure you survive a bit longer. Hey, 64, my favorite number. You know what that just made me think of? I don't know, but I think you're gonna tell me by the time the stream catches up. Yeah, that also works. Sonic CD was such an interesting one. Like, there are so many strange little Easter eggs in that game, especially if you use that one code. Fun is infinite with Sega Incorporated. Disc 1, setup. Disc 2, story. Disc 3, side quests. And Disc 4 is pretty much one area. Let's be real here. It comes down to just one big... I wonder what happens if I cast Meteor off of a Reflect. Or can I not do that? No, because it's an area spell, it won't let me. I wonder what 5,000... We had this chat the other... We talked about this the other night in chat, but I wonder what different levels of damage actually feel like. I want to put this in perspective if I ever make a tabletop RPG. Try to explain to people, like, if you're level 1, you're just a guy. If you're level 5, that's the equivalent of you being somewhat traveled, like, you've joined a CrossFit class, you're building up a little bit of muscle, you've been in there for maybe like 6 months or so, and you're starting to see actual results, that kind of thing. You realize that the new villain Infinite seems fun? Oh yeah. I've seen those videos and I've heard his theme now. The character actually looks really cool. In that, well, cool relatively. Like, if I was the age I was when I first picked up Sonic Advance 2, yeah, I would be unironically all over that guy. But I appreciate him, let's put it that way. And his theme, too, and all the music in that game. Like, Sonic has always just been about really cheesy butt rock. Really good cheesy butt rock, but cheesy butt rock nonetheless. The joke is that one of the people working on Sonic CD was nicknamed Demon as well. Ah! Oh, that makes sense. I get it now. No, you're good, Eshima. Keep fighting, you're fine. One hit from this thing eats through half of my life, even for my leveled up characters. This is ridiculous. Good thing we have an easy way of taking care of these battles now. And this is the optimal solution too, I think. Just 20 MP every fight. And then once we run out of MP for our healer here, then we swap everything back over. More level ups. Should probably go through my card collection, make sure I don't have too many Grand Dragon cards. I was hoping to avoid this as long as possible, but it's 100% necessary for what we're doing next. Although we are level 60 now with Sean, we're getting to the point where we could actually fight Master Quan. No, Master Quail. Sorry, I keep getting those two mixed up. I think, yeah. We might be ready for that soon. Oh yeah, we can go back to our High Mage staff now. Black Hood, is there anything that increases your magic? Oh, you actually get higher stats off of that. That's interesting. Still learning all of that. You've already got a Reflect Ring equipped. You've got a new skill you can learn. Healer on this guy? Sure, why not? Just for the sake of having it, right? Where are we at now? Only 24 to go. Maybe this won't be so long after all. Do you have anything you can learn? And you've been on the party forever. Ah yes, auto-reflect. If one character's grinding up, we may as well give it to everybody, right? And now that we've got a black robe available, I mean, just keep it balanced out for this character, and I'm sure that light robe can be useful for somebody else. Like, per se, you. Full Life is a useful spell. Unfortunately, we've got other things you could learn too. MP plus 10%, for example. Which, that's slightly better armor. I'll leave you with that for now. That's probably an ability I should have equipped you with a long time ago. That's right, all this easy leveling, people are gonna start getting ability crystals again. Alright, save it up, just in case something unspeakably horrible happens to this party, which, knowing my luck, it might. This is why they warn you about this location in the game. It's like why you're told not to come up here before you're ready. Because until... I'm at disc 3, and I have a level 60 party member, and I'm still not 100% ready for it. This thing can still send, like, venom breath at me, eat through half my life bar with one venom claw. Plus the gear equipped to the party who went to holiday. Let's let everybody defend currently. Got a little bit of a spell coming back your way, friend. Hope you don't mind too much. This will just set those commands to whatever. Have some of your own medicine, buddy. Damn, that did 3,600 damage to it. I wonder what would have happened if we reflected all of them. How much damage that would have been, or if it even would have stacked. You gotta wonder about that, if we're only reflecting half of what it sent our way. Logically... Fnu, I will send the end result of the cosplay. Oh yeah, I saw you posting about that in the Hobby Lobby. Which is a fantastic name. You have Ice Cold Koopa to thank for that one. Do enemies scale with level in this game, or can I grind for advantage? You can grind for advantage if you want. In fact, I highly recommend it in some parts of the game. You can get away with it up until where I'm at, which is why I'm doing it now. And you definitely want to keep on top of your party's levels. Like, I'm being careful about this just because these guys are in the low 40s, and they should be closer to higher, if not a little over level 50. At least that's what I remember. At the very least, Eshima needs to be able to equip the thing that makes her 100% immune to water, considering where we're sending her. Didn't want to grind to get myself whooped. No. This isn't Skyrim. This isn't Oblivion. You'll be fine. I understand why they do that. Like, to an extent, I get why that mechanic is there. It's to make sure you never feel... It's to make sure the difficulty feels just right. It's semi-dynamic. But I want it to scale... It would make more sense if it scales up to a point, you know? If past a certain level, you started seeing... Uh-oh. That's not good. Except I have auto life, or do I not anymore? Nope, I do. False alarm. We got a free tent out of that, too. One piece of advice for this game, never sell gear. Yes! I almost forgot to mention that. Never sell anything. Have at least one piece of equipment for everything. Not just because other characters might need to learn abilities from it, but also because of this one dungeon that happens. We covered that a few streams ago, actually. Speaking of tents, whenever I want to take a rest in this game, I just start stealing free shelters from one of these dragons. Good stuff. I've never... God, that's something I gotta add to the list, is Breath of Fire 3. I need to play that game on stream one of these days. But we've got a big old list of things to do before then. Big old list. Onan Sphere's coming up right after this, and man, that is gonna take us a long time too. Not that I'm complaining, I love the hell out of that game. Love the hell out of Vanillaware in general. Where have all the good RPG makers gone? Where are all the guards? They were here just a second ago. They were singing fantastic tunes that we all recognize from the 80s. It was quite pleasant. Sorry you can't enjoy the victory with us, Vivi. What, being inundated with poison and all? God, that's gotta hurt a lot. Like, just venom in general has got to be like, if you think about how that feels from the perspective of the character, that's a new follow. Antonio 91101. A lot of ones. Thank you for following, and I apologize in advance. You don't think I have to now, but I'm gonna have to cash in on that eventually. Say. I Am Setsuna is a great game based on this old JRPG turnstile. I played I Am Setsuna for a while, and yes, it is an old school JRPG in more ways than one. I'd have to do an extended video on that one. It's not something I can do off the top of my head. I need to really jump back into that one and really pick it apart to analyze why, while I appreciate it, I don't like it as much as everyone else does. I guess maybe it comes down to perspective and time. Like, we've made so much forward momentum when it comes to game design, taking absolutely everything from that era, like choices that mean absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of the story. Yeah, I could do with less of that. Like, make what I'm doing actually mean something, you know? I know that kind of defeats the whole point of the story they were trying to tell in that game, but you could just argue that's a problem with theming. But anyway, like I said, that's a whole nother video. I'm way better for those kinds of intellectual discussions when I have time to think about it ahead of time. There we go. That's Autolife. Now all she has to do is stop with the nukes. I'm not doing anything. It has to do with the... Well, maybe there's a way to turn that down. If I, 6 decibels ought to do it. Turn down my desktop audio a little bit. Wow, that experience? Yeah. Big difference from early on in the game. You know, you actually passed a point where you could fight these enemies yourself, Riddler man. You get lucky like I am, have a character that randomly decides to go into trance during this sequence. You might be able to kill one and snag yourself a big chunk of that. Alright, she's good to go. These two actually have a history with one another. Maybe. Actually, now that we've got another follower, I have to update this. Let me refresh everything to make sure we're at the number I think we're at. I gotta keep live tabs on this. Somebody might have unfollowed me for some reason. Circle is spinning. Chat is loading. I am not offline. In fact, I am on. And now I have exactly a big 308 in terms of followers. Thank you so much once again. Dragon Quarter is where the series started to go down the tubes. Everybody I talk to says that. I will admit, I understand where they're coming from, but the core mechanic of Dragon Quarter I really, really like. You can either reset yourself from a certain point in time, or you can reset the entire story. You can basically activate New Game Plus whenever you want. I'm so fascinated with that. I feel like you could take that to a logical extreme in another game. Do some really cool things with it. Like your characters now know things they shouldn't, so on and so forth. Maybe pull a few Undertale type of things. Do things like that, you know? Don't call me if you don't need me, Cabal.
You got paid?
I got paid? Dude, Shadowmancer. How many was that? 11 bits. Thank you very much. And I forgot to check Streamlabs for this earlier, so that 1,416-bit donation, yes, that was also really appreciated. Thank you so much, man. It's an alright game on its own, yes, but as far as it being a good Breath of Fire game, alright. You'd want to talk to Hidden in the Truth about this. He played it way more than I did, so he has more to say about it. about the subject. This doesn't learn Flare yet. You learned Healer quite some time ago. So I guess we'll just give you... No, you don't need that. Is there anything else here? 52, is there anything that boosts you up to 53 magic? Anything at all? Really? Well, Dark Matter also gives you 3 strength, so that might be better for another person. Magician Shoes. A Pumice Piece. That'd be really useful to give to our summoners. A little extra evade and magic defense, though. That's useful. But that also gives you... It's not as big a bonus in any one particular area, but it's a lot of different bonuses. Yeah, that might just be our best decision for this guy. And for you, my dear girl, you get these fantastic new shiny life robes. That's the best equipment you can possibly get. That's those, party members. So, let's swap out with new ones that need to grind up a bit. And those ones in particular are Dork and Knuckles. Goodness, Knuckles needs to grind. We've got his legendary weapon and we can't use it yet because we have so many other abilities we need to learn with him first. Oh, the Scissor Fangs, Dragon Claws, Tiger Fangs, and Kaiser Knuckles. Tiger. Here I come, rougher than an overused meme. Not overused, I'm not sick of it yet. How could it be overused? And as for our good friend the Dork, not just Dork, the Dork. Magic Break. Diamondo Helm. But is that really better? 1 less strength, but more spirit and magic defense. Way more magic defense. Sure, I'll take that. Venetia Shield. Yeah, that's just an upgrade all around. Diamond Armor, which is also an upgrade all around, it seems. A little bit less magic defense, but hey, I can make that sacrifice. Surely you have equipment, right? Yes. Restore HP, auto float. That might be a good ability to teach him, because that's automatic defense against any earth-based attacks. Everybody needs to know that skill right now. Well, whoever we're going to send off to that temple at the very least. Come on. You gotta land this bird sometime. There you go. Apparently it can't land on the swamp type of floor for some reason. Let's take a break from grinding, shall we? I think we need to go see a man about a frog. Several frogs, as a matter of fact. Not too many, though. That'll end with our death at this point. True, you did have a pseudo-Dragiform in Dragon Quarter, but I know what you're getting at here. And the fact that the game ended the way it did, yeah. Never take this character out, because not only is it an easy way to solve the dragon problem up in the heights there, just so many advantages to blue magic, in case we ever come across enemies like that. $75. We haven't seen a reward in a while. Maybe all that's left is the boss fight. We got our last item a long time ago. There's so many huddled up in that spot. One has got to jump on the shore eventually, yeah? Law of probability. Law of frogability. Alright, 3 left. And again, law of probability. What are the odds every single one of them is the same gender, right? This is always the hardest part about ending off one of your swamp runs. Making sure everybody is something you can keep track of. Went double tempo there for a second. I was keeping the beat with the button. Ah, come on! Gotta work with me eventually. Someday. Okay, so that frog is female. Now I need to keep track of the other 2. You go back on land. We already know what you are. Pull some mental gymnastics to watch all of these guys. Uh-huh. Yeah? What you got? What you hiding from me? Catching the Froggy in Sonic Adventure is easier than this. Seriously, the first time I fought Chaos 6 is big, I ended the fight in like 13 seconds. Okay? Female and a male. So whatever that one sitting on the big rock is right now, we can just take. Come on. Come on, 2's company, but 3's a crowd. Let's go. Your destiny is elsewhere in this world, specifically traveling with my team in the form of nutrition. You're hogging space on the bank, friend. Okay. I done catching. Of course, Big's gameplay is easy. To be fair, I understand why they did it, too. Like, people... I understand why people... I guess suffering is subjective. Nintendo learned from Sega in a lot of ways we didn't want them to. Like that whole fishing controller that they released for the Dreamcast. The whole reason Big exists was to help sell more of those things. It's like you can use it in this mode, and from what I understand, it actually makes controlling Big a lot easier than usual. That's something I'd love to see someday. A specific, like, speedrunning category of Sonic Adventure where you have to play the whole game using the fishing controller. I feel like that would be very... You know what? If you guys want to see it, I will hunt down the original hardware in that controller one of these days. I will make that a thing. I will submit that to the guys that run AGDQ, see if I can get myself on the stage. Because that sounds very entertaining. It sounds like one of those situation-breaking things that I love to do. Turn something around into something completely different. Only 20 Froggies left in this world before the big bad battle happens. Sonic Chronicles? I've heard a lot of things about that game. Would anybody here recommend it to me? For reasons we'll talk about either this Saturday or the Saturday afterward, hopefully. I know about how messed up the music in that game is. That was a bit of an unfortunate situation, wasn't it? Did I just... Yeah, I just reflected the entire spell that thing launched our way. Look at that! So, 2 reflects actually did twice that damage. So in this case, it is per spell. So every single reflect that manages to fire off does damage that thing for more. Nice. No, Fnu, the game is ridiculous. It is bad. Okay. Just making sure. Which is sad. It shouldn't have been that way. That was made by BioWare of all people. What are Rising Suns again? Those are, yeah, those are some thrown weapons. A little weaker than the wing edges, but hey, they're still useful. What did I need to do next? Why was I here? Why did I go back into this menu? Yes, I remember now. If Vivi's not here to do the auto-reflect anything anymore, why not do auto-life? 'Cause it's useful like that. What's the next ability you should save up for? Stores HP automatically in your death. Level up an ability up. Those are non-negotiable. Counter, Master Thief is good just to help me keep up tense. I think I should just save up with him. And I get more ability crystals if I can, so I can use more of the really useful skills. Like extra HP or auto regen. Or hell, long reach. If I can equip that on him and just put him in the back row constantly without suffering the penalty, that'd be really useful. Alright, fair enough. I get the idea about Sonic Chronicles. Damn. I'm always looking for games that people haven't looked at yet, but I keep having to remind myself, well, sometimes there's a reason people haven't really talked about this one that much. Neener, neener, neener. You can't hit this character. But it can hit you, though. Can hit you for all your HP. Bug killer, auto float. Auto float? You learned that already? Did you have that going, or? I mean, may as well learn all the skills possible with this character. Yeah, look at that. Not a whole lot of battles, and we were already there. Restore HP isn't that great of a skill, we've decided, so auto haste is probably our next goal with you. As I understand it, for Sonic Chronicles, a lot of corners were cut in general. Like, the prevailing theory with that game is that BioWare's contract with Sega ran out while the game was still in development, so it was in a very late beta stage. So a lot of things, like there were placeholder songs, some of the animation and story didn't get finished. Things like that. It's one of those really sad, unfortunate stories. You can't help but it makes you think. You can't help but wonder, if situations had been different, would this game have been better? Wait a second, what are we talking about now? Black and White 2, Past the Lies, still fun, or do people hate it? You mean the Pokemon games? I don't know, I never played those ones. I do not have any way of healing these guys except for using tents, so guess we'll do it that way. I like the 9, and went back to the origins, not the futuristic stuff, like 3 dudes in a car. Oh! Black and White 2. Yeah, those games. The ones Peter Molyneux made before Fable. That'd be worth checking out one of these days. I'd like to look into that. Maybe, because I know those are a bit older in terms of PC games, so it'd be a little difficult to hunt down a way to play them. Maybe run them on a virtual machine or something? Because I know there are guys like Lazy Game Reviews who try to do that all the time, and the way he puts it, it's almost impossible to run an older computer game unless you have the very specific hardware that it was designed for. Sorry, Knuckles. I would have done something about that had I waited. Dang. I just gotta keep pumping potions into this guy. Was there a strategy game named Black and White? It was more of a... Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call it. It was a strategy game. It was about building up your own little community. These big elite units that you had and everything. Don't call me if you don't need me, Kavo. Don't tell me what to do. You're the one who gave me the whistle. I do all I want. Whatever. Whatever. I need to watch more South Park. Apparently the latest season is legendary in some people's books. It talks about a lot of really hard subjects. I'm referring to the season that has PC Principal in it. The one that both introduces that character and goes through a whole arc with him. Going right back to the beginning, and it pretty much ends with the line of either Stan or Kyle saying, "Dude, this is gonna be really hard." And he's right, considering the themes I've heard of that season talks about. Oh, this is working out really well. We're doing all right for ourselves over here. Learn Magic Break. Levels are coming out of nowhere. Build everybody up a little bit. God, if younger me could look at this... One, he'd be bored to tears, probably. But two, he'd be really mad when I come around to him and say, "Hey, I actually beat the game." You what? Did you know there was a game called The Adventures of Lolo? Yes, actually. I have been made aware of that, and I want to check it out one of these days, because I heard they were really fun little puzzle games for the NES. Oh my god. John St. John has learned every ability they possibly can. Look at this, we have a full list now. Do we? Like, let's go into equipment here. Yeah, once this character learns auto reflect, there will be nothing left to learn from accessories. That's so cool. Guess all the grinding is paying off after all. How about you, Sean? How are you doing on that front? Missing just one. I wonder what it is. It's probably something really silly, like maybe I missed a weapon somewhere or something. Well, in the meantime, you get to upgrade to a brand new Rune Blade. I won't be able to go to OhioCon? Oh man. Damn, that sucks. Just something happening during that time of the year, or... EI Strike. Knocks out the target. I wonder what that means. I'll have to try that out in these battles. Hey man, I'll try and enjoy it for the both of us if that's the case. I'll do what I can. I'll make a video out of it. Hold me to that promise and remind me of it. I'll get all the footage I can of all the events, and I will try to create something that will give people the experience vicariously through me. I think it's a chance of instant kill. Huh. As if our team didn't have enough of those already. Well, with level 5 death and everything. That's what it does in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. Okay. So this is the Death Blow sword. Let's give it one shot here. Against my better... Whoa. Yeah, let's heal that, shall we? Nope. Flat out missed. That sure looked like stock break, though, didn't it? Reduce damage, but a chance of insta-kill. Okay. Ow. Well, there goes John. Wait a minute. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, take your turn back, please. Holy crap. Come on. Everybody start fighting. Go, go, let's go. There we are. Whew, Dork coming through with a clutch plays. Yes, that's exactly what that is. It's a death effect. Not everybody can upgrade to a new weapon, and now it seems. Nobody in my family wants to go, but some of my friends might be able to go with me. Huh. Been really liking varsity jackets. They're fancy. I'll say that much. People look really good in them. They're just some pieces of clothing, just some things you can hold or wear or be posed with that you just look good in. Men look good in a suit, women look good in an evening gown. Everybody looks good in a varsity jacket. And everybody looks brave holding a machine gun. Kingdom Hearts 3 fans will wait, as we did for Half-Life 3. I still don't believe that game's actually coming out in 2018. I'll believe it when I see it. It's like Duke Nukem Forever. When it's on shelves and I can physically hold it in my hands, I'll be like, alright, yes, now this is a thing and I can believe you. Kingdom Hearts 3 at least has a release window. I mean, this is fair yet. Don't get me wrong. I'm super excited for that game, if it exists. You know what's the funniest thing about the Half-Life 3 jokes that go around? Like, they're tired and everybody's past them, but apparently the series creator came out and said, sorry guys, that wouldn't have been a resolution to the story either. We would have continued it even farther past that. So, oh well, so much for that train of thought. That'll be the worst thing. When Half-Life Episode 3 finally comes out, there will still be the actual Half-Life 3 still to make, and that's probably going to take the same amount of time to build. You know, assuming Steam does anything other than run their storefront these days. The lag I just had made Fnu sound like Nicki Minaj. I mean, I'd run with that joke, but the only song of hers that I somewhat know is Anaconda, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to hear that right now. I can do a dramatic reading for you if you want. My Anaconda don't. My Anaconda don't. My Anaconda don't want none unless you've got buns. Hun. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week, at least until Sunday, and then I'm taking a short break. HP plus 20%, healer, and a level all around. When is the Creepypasta Land stream, Fnu? Creepypasta Land. Wait, hang on a second. Is this a particular thing, or... Creepypasta Land. Oh, this is an actual game. Huh. Alright, now I have to ask why you brought this up. 'Cause I'm actually a fan of some creepypastas out there. I actually am a fan of scary stories like that in short bursts. If I watch too many of them at one time, I start getting nightmares. There will be no more walk like an Egyptian incidents. Yo, if I'm able to send you mail, I'm 100% sending my fan letter in a pizza box. Thank you, man. That'd be awesome. No, seriously, somebody tell me what this is all about. Is this like a quest fantasy situation where going into it knowing as little as possible is the best way to do this? I've got plenty of Rising Suns to work with. I can't steal any more this battle. Whatever you want, game. Man, this works almost all the time. In fact, I don't think level 5 death has missed at all. Maybe that's the trade-off for having to spend a lot of it to study where enemies' levels are at. You find an enemy it works against, you can just keep using it again and again. Auto-reflect. And with that, John St. John is absolutely positively done with learning abilities. It's just all about equipment with this character now. Which is relieving. Don't get me wrong, I've reached the end of this journey for that character, but now it's taken away one of the best things about this game is learning all of those new skills from different pieces of equipment. Now it's just equip whatever your best item is. Nothing's really stopping you. Oh, what was this? Whenever I say a roundabout, I resist the urge to sing. That's extra magic. That'd be useful for this character. I think I'll take it. What's that other piece of equipment that... Wow, that's way less defense. Never mind. And anything else that boosts magic up? 51 about right there. Anything else? No, I need those pumice pieces for other things. I want to see a lot of green and not a whole lot of red. That's extra strength. Little bit of extra magic. Yeah, we'll go with that. Do you have Little Big Planet, Whatthefnu? Yes, well... I have Little Big Planet 2, I know that much. I got it off of PlayStation Plus 1 month on my PS3. I think I'd have to go back to that system to enjoy it, but... It's in my library, I know that much, so if I logged back into my account on the older system, I'd probably be able to use it. Body temp. We can now equip better... armor too. How about a better wrist? Yes, you've been able to do that for a while, it seems. Oh, that means I can just take body temp off of that. Move on to all new skills. Accuracy plus. Yeah, that works. Hit. Man, you've been due for equipment swapping for a while now. Sorry, Knuckles, I haven't been paying attention to you that much. Do you have a PS4? Yes, actually. I have a PS4 right down here under my desk. In fact, I prefer to play a lot of games on the PS4. It's my preferred system this generation, I'm not gonna lie. When's the Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion stream? Dude, that is a game I've been meaning to get around to forever. In fact, this October, I'm probably gonna be playing that one. I want to play that game because it does jump scares right. Like, it plays around with that mechanic a lot. It knows exactly what it is, and it does everything possible to make it work. It's actually very admirable in that sense. When's the Dancing All Night stream? Unfortunately, I can't do that one. Don't own a Vita, and even if I did, there's apparently no way to stream that damn thing. There's a PSP emulator out there, but not a Vita one as far as I know. And if there was, my computer probably wouldn't be able to run it anyway until I get that upgraded rig we talked about last night. I like Silent Hill-like horror. You might actually like Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion then. And it's free, so you've got nothing to lose. That's one of the better ones, trust me. And again, it's one of those go into it knowing as little as possible. You'll thank me for that later. Yeah, that one I unironically will play. I shall send you Little Big Planet 3. Oh, dude, thank you. Yeah, I remembered playing that a long time ago. The whole multiple different characters thing. I love those types of games that give you the ability to make a game. Hell, maybe we'll do a stream of that one of these days. So many different games to play out there, everybody. Captain, we can't play them all. But I will sure as hell try. Yep, this party's gonna have some problems. Well, if another one of those happens, we're gonna be in a hell of a lot of trouble, so let's just level 5 death this thing. I choose not to use the trance this time. When's the Persona 5 stream and who's your wife? I still haven't gotten around to playing Persona 5. I'm not gonna lie, that whole you can't stream this game or use any footage of it past this point killed my interest in playing it for quite some time. It's blown over now. Like, I feel a lot better about it because they realized how dumb of an idea it was, even though they haven't fully repealed it yet. Like, they give you a lot more time to work with. You can show much more of the game now, but the Persona 5 stream will come when they'll let me play the entire thing on stream. I will make that our next long-form game when it becomes the thing that we can play long form. If I can enjoy the whole thing with you guys, we can go on the journey and see that journey to its conclusion, then I will play it on Twitch. But I've put so much work and time and effort into these, I don't want to blow it up just because some company, some Japanese CEO out there is having a hissy fit about the fact that the internet exists. Got no love for that shit. The embargo is more or less gone. The ending's been uploaded 300 plus times? Huh. Well, if that's the case, it would be a while. We've got Odin Sphere coming on along down the line, and we're still not done with this yet. I'm trying as quickly as I can. I'm trying to get this done. Are you talking about Konami as the Japanese throwing a hissy fit? No, I'm talking about Atlas. You remember that shit, right? How they were like, we're gonna fight against how the internet works by telling people they can't stream this at all. We're gonna flat out gonna make threats to people. It's like, hey, nobody likes DMCA strikes, right? No? Then stay the fuck away from our game. Don't spoil it for everybody else. Because screw free publicity, right? We don't need to work with you guys. We'll tell you what you want, and nobody can tell us anything else. Oh yeah, we've got Ragnarok, by the way. Not to be annoying, but I thought of a good idea on how to use my name. Ooh, do tell. I wish there was a horror game that would scare me that badly. I'd have to chew on that one, but there are some good ones out there. Quest Fantasy apparently is a good one to start, well, not scare you so much as surprise you. Again, that's one of those go into it blind and it will surprise you. But other really good horror games. The original Silent Hills are good. Silent Hill 3 in particular is my absolute favorite just because of the themes it goes through. That mirror room, the haunted house sequence, there are so many great set pieces in Silent Hill 3. Does anybody else have any skills they can equip right now? You're only 1 point away from HP plus 20%. Who are Atlas again? Yeah, they're the guys that make Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, whole lot of other ones. You could at one point say, man, I'm hungry. I could sure go for a Twitch bar right about now. But anyways. There we go. Survival vest. Get all the abilities you've been meaning to equip over the course of this journey. There are cliche parts of horror that are done a lot. Like, a lot. A horror game that breaks convention. One that I would honestly recommend to anybody. Does things you wouldn't expect. Scares you in a different way. Again, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion is great for that. It's the jaded horror game. It's the one made for people that... Well, fuck you too, Dragon. There, auto-life. I'm alive anyway, and now you're dead. How does that feel? Not good, I'd imagine. Now you know how I felt a second ago. Clock Tower is a good part to start, but again, I recommend the third one. Well, I don't know. Actually, don't hold me to that one. Clock Tower 3, I appreciate in the sense that it's a study of horror, more than an actual scary game. What I mean by that is it's a great exploration of how fear works. I'm gonna have to do an entire video about that one of these days. Gonna eat some pizza? Hey, see you in a second, Twitch bar. You enjoy that. Clock Tower 3 is not good. Yeah, I can understand where people are coming from when they say that. I'm not arguing, it's just I like it for what it did. Even if it wasn't a scary game per se, it was a good exploration of how scares actually work. Like, the whole process you go through with these guys, it's fear of the unknown, really. You encounter these monsters, these beings that are so far beyond approach that they're no longer human. They're something entirely different. Guess I'll write something. Comments/suggestions. I've already been here a few times and I like this inn. Location is good because it's right in front of the air cab station, and it's nice having a Moogle around. I just wish it were cheaper. Oh, shut up, Sean. How much gil do you have? My problem is the boss battle. Yeah, I'll give you that. But everything that leads up to it, like, you don't understand these enemies. They're different and strange and they're dangerous. But you slowly figure them out. You understand who they were, what they did, what their methods were, what their motivations were. And once you've humanized them, once you've brought them down to your level, quote unquote, it gives you power. It gives you the ability to fight them, to seal them away once and for all and defeat these guys, send them where they belong. Like I said, it's not so much a horror game as it is an exploration of how horror works. Have you seen Clock Tower 4? No. I didn't know Clock Tower 4 was a thing. I'll have to check that out sometime. To be honest, I feel like there should be a horror/murder game that would give you a psychological impact and twist it around a lot. Yeah, Blue pretty much nailed that one. Eternal Darkness. That's the game if you're looking for something like that. And you get to play as several different characters who all have their own particular journey through this whole bit. That story. I really need a healer on this team. Does anybody in this group have a A single person in this group have the ability to heal everyone else. Really? Not even you with White Wind? Interesting. What console? GameCube, if I remember correctly. I don't think they've released it anywhere else. But Eternal Darkness is fantastic. That's a game... Again, it breaks conventions in some really interesting ways. Why am I walking around in the forest? So we're gonna fight the Garudas, and we're way above these things by now. We're hunting dragons. I hunt bigger fish. That's a new follower. Hold on a minute, who is that? D. Brady 3840. Thank you for the follow, man, and I apologize in advance. You're laughing at me. I'll have to cash that in eventually. And let me do a quick refresh to make sure my count is accurate here. Don't need to walk around in circles, or loading bars for that matter. Yes, we are in fact now at 309 followers. Thank you, man. Bam. Anything good yet you can equip? The extra HP would be nice. Hell, 20% at this point? That'd be a little under 1,000. The extra 200. Because it's 800 if we're at 4,000 exactly. 20% of 200 would be 40. So 840 extra HP. Man. That'd help him survive a critical against one of these things. But again, we could double that and get long reach here. Again, there's always a bigger fish. There's always something better you could spend those points on. When's the Illbleed stream? That's another game I've been meaning to try out just because of the way it handles things. You have to be super paying attention all the time to make sure you don't accidentally fall into a trap. But at the same time, that was one of those Dreamcast games that absolutely nobody talks about. I'd be down for that. You give me a lot of ideas for Halloween, honestly, everybody. Keep them coming, I like these. Oof. So much for that inn visit we went on. Just one of those and all of a sudden, hey, Knuckles can actually survive a Thundaga now. Actually like Illbleed. So there are people here who have actually tried that one. Nice. Maybe you can tell me about it. I've seen so many interesting screenshots from that game. Like this killer cake. I've seen pictures of people playing as like a wooden dummy having to run away from lumberjacks. It's a weird game, but it's awesome looking. Whatthefnu, look at that thing. That scared me as a kid. What is this from? There's one character that scared me more than any horror movies or characters as a kid. Madame Luna, what is that from? I don't recognize that. What game is that in? Killer Man is the killer? I mean, it's a self-describing name. He's just being honest with you. It's like that one DLC for Borderlands 2. It's like, I'm going to stab you in the back, just so you know. Like, you can't be mad about it. I told you this was gonna happen. That cake is the best part, Whatthefnu. Alright, now I have to know. Now I have to play this one of these days. Characters from Puzzle Bobble 4 or Bust a Move 4. It's always the weird things when you're a child, isn't it? The things you can't explain that end up frightening you because you have nothing to compare them to or whatnot. Either it's just the face or the way it acted or moved or whatever. Yeah, I need a healer on this team. I don't care for giving up. What do I want to give up for this? So many decisions to make. Dork, how you doing in terms of abilities? Oh yeah! I forgot! Dork can actually want to learn one of Beatrice's skills now because of this weapon. He can learn You a Shock! Which is actually one of the tougher abilities in the game, if I remember correctly. Like, this thing does a whole lot of damage. Video ideas, cough, cough. Yeah, definitely. What am I doing right now? I need a way to heal everybody is what I need to do. And then our character that should be healing everybody using White Wind and whatnot isn't able to. Oh, Princess! Mind giving us a hand with all of this? Of course I want to change out party members, but who do I want to swap? Well, he's got his best ability now, so I guess we can swap this around? You're at level 55 anyway. That's close enough to 60. We can take on the optional boss soon, I think. Yeah, the trade-off is that it costs 46 MP, but hey, nothing's perfect. Still, can't argue with raw power. If you end the battle quickly, you won't have to worry about MP costs. I guess that's the other trade-off here. Yeah, he's one of the few characters that doesn't get that skill, isn't he? Half MP. Which, that's kind of cool, too. The fact that certain characters get certain abilities gives them a little more character, in my opinion. How come you don't know Cura yet, Eshima? This feels like something you should have had by now. Ezina, Haste. Curaga, there it is. Also learns Might and Jewel off of that Hamelin. Yeah, those I'm going to teach you right now. We can hold off on the Tiger Racket a little while longer. You've got everything equipped. You've got everything equipped, and I don't think there's a single ability left in my inventory that you have to learn. There is something left in the world that you haven't picked up yet, Zidane, but we'll have to figure it out later. Do you think we're ready, guys? We spent enough time on this little mountaintop, making everybody as powerful as they can be. When is the Swagman stream? You know, one of these days I probably should, shouldn't I? Just go back to that thing, explain my point a little better, because it's been so long since my initial review. My style has changed so much, maybe it's worth giving that thing another look. Going through it one more time, seeing if it actually is as bad as I made it out to be. I've got it right over there. I never got rid of any of the games I covered on RTGs. So that could be a thing that happens soon. Not anytime close to soon, though. We do have Slime Rancher on Friday. Possibly, no, not on Saturday. I realized that. Saturday's the day I do things with these guys, so I'm gonna be 4 days a week now for streams, unfortunately. Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, sometimes Tuesday. Depends on whether or not I can get somebody to do a tag team pizza stream with me. Sedaine is okay with gear. Equip a gear that absorbs lightning to reduce casualties. This is a good idea, actually. I think I'll do that. I want to see Slime Rancher, but I work all day. I'm sorry, Dark Lord. Thunder. What helps us with thunder? Thunder, thunder, Thundercats. Oh. It's not nice, Lino. You shouldn't be calling your teammates that. She's a classy lady that just happens to like dressing in leopard print. Do you learn half MP, Eshima? Yes, you do. That's what I should have spent all of your ability crystals on, is saving up for that. Oh, but you also get Guardian Mog now. I don't remember what it does, but it's probably good. See you later, Ryza. Thanks for coming tonight. I would probably do a co-op stream with you. You know, we do still need to bring back that Let's Build a Town Together thing in Stardew Valley. Who still wants to do that? That's a question worth asking. Like, who wants to help me build a town? We only did one episode of that and never touched it again. And I always wanted to. I went through all of the coordination to make it happen. And get my inventory back and everything. I'd set Tuesdays to that now. Or bring it back for Sundays. Hell, that's what those days used to be about. It's up to you guys. If I see any hands raising up in the audience for this, I will do that again. I miss that a lot, and I love that game. I guess it's fair enough by now to say that anybody who's going to see the Golden Pizza Awards has seen it, so yes, it was my game of the year for 2016. I love how my eyes had to dart over to the corner of my computer to make sure I knew what year it was. You know what? I think once Knuckles, sorry, hits the ability to use his best weapon, we'll progress the story tonight. That or we'll go fight Quail. We'll give it, like Ozma, we'll give it a try. We'll give it an honest-to-goodness try, and we'll cast Reflect on everybody because that's how magic works. At least I think that'll help us with that dude. Ooh, Diablo 1 stream? Diablo 1's actually really difficult to get playing on a modern computer, isn't it? Like, Diablo 2 is viable, but... and that's why I actually play Diablo 3 a lot. With Seneca whenever I get the chance. In fact, it's been pretty much every Wednesday for 2 weeks now. I would if I play more than like an hour in Stardew. Alright. If you know what you're doing, it's not bad. Yeah, and you'd have to download the multiplayer mod and everything, and that's probably way more trouble than it's worth for you, Shadowmancer. It's one of those things, if you have a vested interest in it, you're good. Yeah, approach that the same way I usually approach mods in any game, which is learn the base game first so you can appreciate the mods more. If you like it enough to modify it and do something like that, if it's worth it to go through all that trouble, then yeah, we'll run through all of that. I can help through Discord when I'm done working for the week. Who needs healing? You probably do. After all, one more hit and you're down. This is a good system. This is why you don't get rid of the white mage in the party. Otherwise, you gotta find silly ways around it, like going to inns and using tents at inconvenient times. Lessons learned. Make sure I stretch out my legs here. Stay comfy, that way I won't run out of steam here in the middle of the stream for you guys. Come on, Knuckles. Don't pass out on me before we even deal the death blow on this enemy. He almost did, too. It almost did enough damage to him just off the poison alone to kill him before the fight was over. That thing wanted him dead in a bad way. Yeah, that's the other downside to Venom, too. The reason why it's so dangerous. Poison goes away after a battle is over. Venom doesn't. It sticks around. Why am I saving so much? Huh. I didn't even save. I just went into the menu, and he still thought I was doing all right there. He didn't chastise me or anything. Yeah, okay. You at least thought about it. I'm not gonna grind your gears for this. Ah, the slow satisfaction of leveling up. Oh, I can help through Discord when I'm done working for the week if you want Diablo 1. There are ways to make this happen. I don't know if I do. It's one of those things, I'll watch other people play the game, and if I'm interested, I'll let you know. Like, tonight I will try to watch, when the stream is over, I'll try to watch a playthrough or something. Well, no, I can't do that because I've got to finish the rest of this book because it's due tomorrow. And I need that money to get my vehicle registration, and it's just one big ball of... Don't grow up. If you do, make sure you've got some solid investments. Stocks that pay dividends or something like that, so you don't have to worry about this shit. Nice job with the coral ring. Just eat all of the lightning he throws your way. Level 5 death. And there we go, that's revive, which means he's only got one skill left. And if I remember correctly, it's something like No Mercy? Or was that a skill we already learned off of something? It's already ahead 32. What are we talking about here? Sorry, you gotta compensate for stream delay. I don't quite know what we're talking about. Learn everything you can from the hat. What about the red hat? MP attack and cover. Those aren't insignificant abilities. Neither is level up, as a matter of fact. You're already learning return magic off of something else, which means you can take the best armor you possibly can at this point in time. Ah, okay. Actually, unless I'm sending you to the Earth Temple, you don't need the feather boots. Because I could equip the feather boots as I understand them. Oh, I've got a spare pair. I could equip 2 of them to 2 people and we'd still be alright. Alright. I think we're good. We can actually stop grinding. It's time, everybody. I never thought I'd say it, but the story is ready to move on. All these items, all this experience, all these levels, everything we've prepared for is about to come to a head. But Fnu, did you remember the C4? Damn it, nobody's gonna get that joke. That's only funny to you, me, and Coops. Okay, I guess I should explain the story of that. So, way back when, we had a game of Payday 2 that we were all playing together. And there's this guy who plays one match with us. We end up losing this round. And he starts, you know, it's the typical gamer thing. Like, if you lose, you know a bad player when you see them, because when things go south, they immediately start blaming everybody else for the problem. He started saying, why did nobody bring C4? Okay, we could have just blown that thing open and been out of there. We wouldn't have to contend with police or anything like that. This is all your guys' fault. Why am I surrounded by such morons? Blah, 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 blah. He leaves. And it was only in hindsight I realized, hang on a minute, if this was so damn important, why didn't he have it? So anytime this kind of conversation comes up, the joke is always, but did you remember to bring C4? Just never gonna let that go. Alright, it's time to start eating frogs. Not yet, it's not. We need our good party members. Like, the best of the best. The cream of the crop. What's up, Arbok? Welcome to the chat, man. How are you doing tonight? Yes, I want to change party members. How's about some garbage? A little bit of Freya in my life. A little bit of Eshma by my side. Of course I have a destination. Take me to every single marsh you can possibly find out there in the world. Nice. Upgrades are always good. I'm glad one of our vehicles is in a good place right now. Another one of us needs to pull some arcane financial magic to get it registered in the state he's living in. But hey, licenses are taken care of at the very least, so progress. Favorite Fnu line, too many Slim Jims. Why is my internet so bad? You know, I wanted to crack a joke, but me being me, I immediately started trying to think of solutions. Can I catch frogs? Sure, catch all the frogs you want. We are trying to trigger a boss battle now, so it doesn't matter. You can just go ahead and create an extinction level event for an entire species, it's fine. Screw nature, right? The world we're trying to... Forget everything that happens in the world we're trying to save. We beat the big bad, that's enough. What else do you want from me? You save the world by consuming all of the resources in it. Living in a desolate wasteland that nobody can actually inhabit. Oh, the RPG irony. And again, this is just reminding me of Chrono Cross again. This one event that happens. '86. Come on now. Get on land. I can't do it. I don't have the heart in me. Yeah, I'm done catching. I don't have the heart and soul. Even if I know they're gonna come back, even if I know the swamp is gonna fill up again and there's no reason for me to not catch them, it's still the morally correct thing to do. That's just who I am as a person. It's how I like to play RPGs. If there's any possible way I can do things the, quote, right way, I will. Also, Calpacino, welcome to the chat, man. How are you doing tonight? Alright. 2 places left out there we can possibly go, and I think we need the chocobo to reach one of them. If I remember correctly. Because the other one's on an island over there. Yeah, one's on the Forgotten Continent, one's on an island outside of the Forgotten Continent. We actually need to do some ocean travel to get to it. This is the one advantage to the airship over the chocobo. Airship's blazing fast. Can't really turn on a dime, but hey. It's worth it when you're just shooting along at the speed of sound. You'll sacrifice a little bit of handling for that. Arbok will back me up on that, hopefully. I don't know the first thing about cars, so... I miss my 350Z for that very reason. Like, don't get me wrong, the gas mileage on that thing was awful. So was the price tag I had to look at whenever I brought that thing in for a fill-up. However, the fact that that thing accelerated as well as it did, yeah, that took some getting used to when I went down to the Kia Rio. Well, I went down, is the bad way of putting it. Went up in a lot of other ways, too. Could upgrade myself in the sense that I could actually travel cross-country and be able to afford it. That car really is the thing that enabled me to move. Like, now whenever I fill up, I'm looking at less than $20 for the whole tank. That's why I bought that thing. You had a 350Z? Yeah, my mom actually bought it because she thought it was a fun little sports car. And she sold it to me when I needed a better vehicle because my original one, a 1997 Dodge something, that car was falling apart. So I needed something that was actually safe to drive. And she said, you know, I'm upgrading to something that's a little better, so I'm upgrading to my own car. I'm gonna give this one to you. It wasn't a neon, was it? I don't believe so, no. It was just silver colored. It wasn't painted Come Catch Me red or anything like that, don't worry. 12 frogs left. Yeah, I'm done catching. Man, I could sure go for a Twitch bar right about now. I wonder if anybody will answer that call for me. Frogs. What's that emote again? Ah, that's one of the global ones. You gotta wonder how you get one of those. There's a bunch of them now that everybody gets. Not a terrible selection. Gotta wonder if they compensate you for that. If those started off in somebody else's chat or it was a promotional thing. And if so, do they pay you for that? Do you get royalties? Do they subscribe to you? I don't know. How can you get those? Gets what? What are we getting here? The frogs? Or emotes? If you're talking about emotes, you just have to become a... you have to get paid! Thank you very much, Shadowmancer, for the 18-bit donation. Thank you. Combine that with everything else tonight, I might actually be over the threshold to get a paycheck from Twitch next month. We're making our way, everybody! More bits, here you go. Thank you very much, man. I want to take a look at my bits cup here. It's fun just seeing them all sitting there in the corner. All the animations they go through and everything. I understand now why you use so many different ones, not just the gems. Just seeing how they interact with each other, the way they bounce around while they're doing all kinds of different things. Sounds like you've got things figured out, Arbok. Gotta go, sadly. Understaffed. Alright. See you later, Dark Lord. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Let's just run away from this combat. I mean, I could take these guys down, but at the same time, it would just be a massacre. It might be faster to fight them, it might be faster to just run away. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue, but alright, fine. You're gonna be jerks about this. Oh. Oh, you're gonna specifically berserk my party members. Alright. Sure. I've got ways of messing with your party, too. You want to see them? I mean, we're going to go down this route, sure. I could show you my Pokemans. We can have some fun here. No, really, watch this. This isn't even my strongest ability. I'll spend something a little smaller on you. I love smashing the squirrel with a meteor. It's a guilty pleasure in these kinds of games. The Whatthefnu? Am I out of camera? Or is it not showing you guys the game? Huh. Okay, there we go. What about The View? Don't usually like that show. Is everything alright? Square? Square. I'm square in the middle of the camera now? Is that what you mean? Okay. Alright, are there enough here? Are there 12 frogs to eat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we might be just short is the problem. I might actually have to go back to the other swamp, to the other marshes, sorry, and grab the rest of what was there in order for us to see the end of this, this amphibious journey. 89. 90. 91. Only 8 away. I really want to see you make 1,000 videos this month. How? Hold on a sec. I know you're joking, but at the same time, I'm trying to wrap my head around how that would even be possible. God, that's an easy way to lose subscribers. Man, what would you even make them about? The only people who are capable, the only channel I know that's even capable of doing something close to that would be Siva Gunner. Just upload an episode, just a new rip every hour on the hour. And even then, that's 24 a day, and I'm pretty sure 30 times 24, I mean, even 31 on a good month is not even close to that, so how? 1,000 videos this year. So that would be about 20 per week. This is who I am mentally. Just, I hear something like that and it feels more like a challenge than anything. I know it's not possible for somebody like me, but a whole bunch of 1-minute videos? Okay, 1,000 videos a year. So, 52 weeks in a year, last I checked. You'd need to times that by 20. So, 20 videos, 52 videos in a year. We can multiply that by 7 if we're going by daily uploads. No, just, we got 365 days in a year. So, every single day, 365 days in a year, so every single day you would have to upload roughly 6 videos. No, wait. 1,000, not 2,000. Sorry. Wrapping my head around totally different numbers. So, 3 videos every single day, taking an exception with only 2 on certain weekends. That would be ridiculous. What would you even make them about? I have no clue. That's beyond my abilities. That would require an amount of fortitude. Like, you'd have to be a vlogger or something at the very least to pull that off. You'd have to be a news channel of some sort. Somebody like Philip DeFranco, except you don't give a shit about video quality. You know? Because you gotta make concessions somewhere. Unless you've got, like, a whole team devoted to this. You already have the capital to make something like that work. You'd have to be somebody like The Know. Or Watch Mojo, or just have a whole bunch of extra capital lying around somewhere. Oh, I see the joke you're making now. Got it. Play some Club Penguin rewritten after this. I've always been curious about Club Penguin. And I'd have to mentally prepare myself for that. I'd have to download the game and everything and figure out how the hell that thing is still around after Disney canned it. But we'll see what we can do on that one. I should probably be writing a lot of these down. Illbleed, Quest Fantasy. What else? Eternal Darkness. Ah, come on. Gonna interrupt me on the way to getting the last 4 frogs I need to fight the secret boss. The boss that I'm pretty sure I can't eat. I'm not even ready for stat-wise and level-wise. Some Roblox, Portal 2, Superman 64, E.T. for the Atari 2600. When are you gonna get around to that Action 52 stream? Maybe we can try playing Pokemon Rejuvenation in Reborn. Sure, you can catch frogs, but just for a little while. Kirby for the Switch. That one's not even out yet, though. I don't own a Switch. Not from a lack of trying, mind you. Actually, that's a FNU's forum I still have to make. Talking about my current position on that system in light of the whole Splatoon 2. Both the voice chat and the fact that you can only play Salmon Run when they say you can. It's a lot of little things with me in that game. I know Colt will be happy to hear that. He's where I'm at. He's got a lot of frustrations at that company that he needs to work out. Come on now. I am so close to a side quest being completed. You little... Quite little in this case, because it's a baby. You cross the bridge to chase this thing. Play some Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS with fans. I don't have a 3DS capture card is the only thing. It's on the list, though. That's in my finances to buy one of these days. A Tier 2, I call that. That's right up there with the upgraded PC and everything. Of course, that's also the same category where I have monthly allowances, like... Once I pass level 2 of my financial plans, I'll be making $200 extra a month to buy brand new games. Or, you know, save up for game systems and whatnot. And an extra $100 that I can put in the bank every single month. Once I'm at that level, I'll be able to... Shadow Goal, send FNU a Switch. Hey, if you can find the thing, and I will not accept any hardware bought off of scalpers, I'll say that right now. Get it from an official source, a proper price. Don't support that bullshit. Yeah, $200 a month for new games, $100 in savings, 3DS capture card, and an upgraded PC. That's level 2 of my financial plans. Level 1, one of them I actually took care of today. It was the license, but I've also got to get registration, and I need to upgrade the prescription for my glasses, too. Like, the world's starting to get blurry again. I need to fix that. Now, hopefully they can... I got these from the same place that I'm going to be going again. So, hopefully they can just pop the lenses I've got out of my frames, and I can just update my prescription. It'll still cost an arm and a leg, but it won't set me back a small fortune. Alright, where is this place? So you know those 2 frogs that I ignored a little earlier? Okay. Let's look through our abilities here. Make sure we're as good as we can possibly be. Because I'm going to need everything I can get for this guy. Do I equip Auto Reflect is the question. Do I sacrifice Auto Haste for it? Hell, I could sacrifice Level Up, because we're not going to have to worry about that with this guy, because he's a boss. Raises the strength of spells, half MP. 4 more. Alright, who's got the reflect ring right now? She needs it. Whatthefnu, real talk here. It's the glasses stream. When is the glasses? Oh, when is the glasses stream? Is there a game out there called Mega Nay? That could be a thing. Play some Hungry Hippos, the video game. Okay, does that actually exist, or are you guys just trolling me at this point? I feel a little column A, little column B's going on here. Man, I don't want to get rid of ability up. Because if anything, this guy's going to give us AP. Alright, and one more. Level up. Ability up. Alright, let's see how well this goes. Do you got Battletoads? We'll find out here in a second, I'll say that much. I've never actually seen this battle before. We're actually venturing into new territory for me, believe it or not. This is one of the few pieces of the game I never experienced just because I knew I was never ready for the fight. I never tried. We'll see how this turns out. I have no idea what this guy's capable of, what he does, if he's... Oh. Well, never mind. No frogs there. But wait. We're out of the cycle then. Where the hell are some frogs to catch? Uh-oh. Oh no. There are no frogs left anywhere in the world if that's the case. We got so close. We are 2 frogs away. Alright, well, we're waiting on that. Might as well get some story done. Who's going where in this situation? We need to save before we start doing this, just in case I build my party wrong. Who's gonna go fight what? What kind of items do we have? If we don't have accessories that can counteract the particular element we'll be going up against, then I should probably send really strong people to that dungeon. Go back to the first swamp? Okay. Is there another one here? You think they would have spawned by now? 'Cause we were just here. Maybe the tadpoles have grown up by now because it's late game, or... No, it doesn't give me the music. Yeah, we've just got the 2 tadpoles right now. Oh, well. We'll have to wait a little bit. It's battle time anyway. Like, we don't have to immediately follow Kuja to wherever he is once we do this. We've still got a little extra cutscene to go past. There is a point of no return, and it's not what we're about to cross. So, a quick save, and then a quick once-over of everybody's equipment. I think we decided one of the teams... this was the one that I went to first. I just went in a big old circle around the world, counterclockwise. So, everybody take your equipment off. Let's talk about this. I don't think I even know how to do an Excalibur 2 run. Okay, Rosetta Ring is fire. So, absorbs water and wind for the ribbon. So that would actually help us in 2 separate areas. Absorbs ice for the Medane's ring. Raises ice and fire. Absorbs holy and shadow. That's not gonna help us right now. Absorbs earth. That would definitely help. So earth, water, and fire were covered. What about wind? It's one accessory that covers both absorbing water and wind. That's the ribbon. Aiko's got one of them. Who do we give the other one to? We should probably pair up a heavy hitter with somebody who can heal them really easily. Now, the 3 characters on this team that have healing abilities, the 2 dedicated healers, are Garbage and Eshima. John St. John can pull off healing in a pinch, so they are automatically teams. Let's figure this out. Let's write this down. Okay, so who do we pair everybody up with? Eshima, Garbage, and John St. John. Let's see. A healer with a hitter is the best way to go about this. If Eshima's gonna have the ribbon, the other person should have the other ribbon. I'm thinking Garbage and Sean are gonna be on a team, just because that works. Which means John St. John is gonna have to go with another character who doesn't really require a lot of maintenance. But who? Who does it make sense for? The heaviest hitters I've got. Let's see, if those 2 are paired up with each other. Let's see. Those 2 are paired up. Freya, Dork. Write all of these guys down. The other party members. Freya, Dork, Vivi, and yeah, that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I not thinking of? I feel like we're missing somebody from this conversation. Or does somebody have to tackle one of these by themselves? No. I'm not thinking of someone, right? Who you gonna fight? You'll find out in a second here. This is one of the things I want to keep secret because if you've played older Final Fantasy games, this is a nice treat. This is a really cool moment. It's one of those cheeky references this game makes to the rest of the franchise. But I'll give you a hint. We're going to elemental temples all over the world. Yeah, I'm not missing anybody. So, Sean, Knuckles. That's who I forgot to write down here. Knock, knock. So, we can balance things out here, is the thing. So, if we go Eshima and Dork, John St. John could be with Knuckles. And that just leaves Freya and Vivi, two of my heaviest hitters, together. Their plan will basically just be kill it as quickly as possible, because she can hit both of them with regen anyway. So I guess that's the plan we're gonna go with here. Okay, so that means I need to equip. I need to shuffle around my equipment a little bit. Sean and Garbage are going together. That probably... Yeah, let's match up elements now. So Eshima and Dork are going to the Water Temple. Garbage and Sean... who should they go fight? Who's gonna go fight the Earth Temple is the big question. John St. John and Knuckles are gonna have the hardest time of this. He just got a revive spell, so you can at least bring John St. John back from the dead. Freya and Vivi. Hit hard, hit fast. Shima and Dork are going to the Water Temple. Freya and Vivi gonna go to... Who's got an obvious weakness that both these guys can take advantage of, I wonder? Real obvious weakness. Probably the Fire Temple. That'd be nice and easy to judge. We don't have any direct defense against wind, so that would be where Garbage and Sean go to. And that just leaves Earth for John St. John and Knuckles. So, which means... Congratulations, John. You just got some brand new boots. Those will give you the Earth element. Are they choosing teams for you, or you have to select on your own? From what I remember, you get to select on your own. Just doing math with Fnu's background music. This is oddly helping me think. Probably because we're doing roughly the same thing, trying to figure out the logical solution to an interesting problem. Swap everybody out now, so that I can equip everyone else with what they need. Vivi, Dork, and Knuckles. So what does Vivi need? Fire resistance. Vivi and Freya both need fire resistance. He's already got a Rosetta Stone. Dork, you need water resistance, so you get the other ribbon. And that just leaves Knuckles, who also gets brand new boots. You didn't know auto float already? You will after this. Bring Freya back in. And I'll leave Where were we going first? Okay. Equip Freya with a Rosetta ring, yes? Because that's where you were being sent? It's the place with fire? Yeah, okay. Okay. Good stuff. I hope they don't choose teammates for you, because that would be awful. But just in case, I'm gonna go save right now. I'm sorry, Twitch. I'm doing my best, man. You know, you make a joke about that. I could actually go for some ramen right now. Never mind that I have really good food waiting for me downstairs anyway. Let's see, professional homemade meal or ramen? Decisions. The thing that's gonna kill me in 20 years, or the thing that will give me more energy leading into the rest of my day tomorrow, thus helping me overcome my problems even better than I might have been able to otherwise? And wow, yeah, this is a really easy decision, isn't it? Okay. The water shrine. Here we go. If I was wrong, we're gonna find out in a second. Yep. It does choose the teams for you. What, don't you trust me in garbage? No, because you don't have the right equipment, you dum-dums. Can you tell your friends the Twitch bar said hi? I mean, I don't have Skype open right now, but sure, I can do my best. Well, that messes with my plans a little bit. Our two dedicated healers are going off together to go fight this boss by themselves. This can't end poorly. So, never mind then. Who had the other ribbon? I've completely lost track of my gear now. The other ribbon, I think I actually gave to Dork. Much love to you too, man. Yes, I'll swap out party members. And Garnett, you get in the team too. Dork, just don't. Just don't. No, take away that ribbon. You don't need it. Garbage does, though. I mean, she doesn't need it. She's learned all the abilities off of it. But if she wants to actually survive this battle, yeah. Garbage is such garbage. Well, yeah, hence the name. Then again, all your waifus are garbage, including this one for me. I'm gonna feel really bad if you're actually married in real life now that I've said that. Fnu, hint? Sure. Actually... yeah. I concede. I'm probably gonna need all the help I can get for this. Anything better you can equip? No, apparently not. Well, these guys are equipped with everything they could possibly need right now, I think. Posting the link to that GIF I sent Fnu. The only fight you will do is the Earth one. Oh. Zidane and Quina. Okay. Or Cuna, or however you pronounce it. Damn, I must remember way less of this game than I used to. Oh, wait a second. This is coming back to me now. Yeah. Ah, yeah, it's coming back to me now. They do make you do something like that. By the way, I think I'm banned from your Discord? What makes you think that? Wait a second. Are you, do you go by the username RoboFrogGaming in the Discord? If that's the case, send me a message. We'll talk about this a little later. You're the one who suggested we split up. What, don't you trust me in Garbage? It's not that I don't trust you. You just wanted to pair up with Garbage. You better get going. We need to take all points simultaneously. You're right. Where are you going next, and who are you going to drop off? My power is protected atop a fiery mountain. I think I'll ask Freya and Knuckles to take that location. It's because I'm red, isn't it? Alright, now get going. Don't make us ladies wait. I'll be back to get you guys soon. Well, now that the men are gone, we can do all the girl talk we want. Sounds scary for that dude. Girl talk? Okay, so that's not you? Then why would you be banned? We've only got one guy on our ban list. Freya and Knuckles, then. Which we already... I mean, though, that would be Rosetta Stones, right? Dork had the other ribbon. Power is atop a fiery mountain. I mean, even though we're not going to be controlling these guys, I still feel the need to do this. It's just prudent. Yeah, Freya's got the right idea. What gives him more magic? That works. Freya and... Knock, it's Knuckles. Rougher than Knuckles. Can't lie, yeah, but what did I do? Again, we'll talk about that a little later. I remember getting blocked from Fnu's YouTube comments section. I'm sorry, man. I can lift that ban with just a click of a button. God knows I could use the extra comments and publicity these days. Had I known it was you, I never would have done that, because I would have known you were joking. Far atop a fiery mountain. I know where that is, at the very least. Apparently I don't, though. It is on this continent. It's the volcano. Over in this direction, I think? Yes? Yes, the fire shrine. There it is. All the smog clogging up the engine there. We're going to overheat. Just a little closer. Sean, the heat's going to kill the engine if we get any closer. Okay. When we get closer to the volcano, you two head for the shrine's entrance. Why do I have to go with her? Oh, sorry. Did you want to go with Eshima? Good luck. Alright, our next destination is protected behind a tornado. I know that one. Pairing up Dork and John St. John seems like a bad idea. I think I'll ask Vivi to babysit Dork. I know where this is. It's on the south corner of the Forgotten Continent, if I remember correctly. Which means the last spot is up to the northwest. Ah, here we are. There's the Wind Shrine. Option A is out, so we'll just go with the blue mage here. Wow, the wind is strong. It's the wind shrine, so I guess it's protected by strong gusts. Be careful not to get blown away. There's no need to worry. Master Vivi, just follow me. Okay. See? There's nothing to fear. In his heavy armor, he's not even fazed by it. Really? Ah! Master Vivi! You're okay because you're wearing armor. Let us move forward, Master Vivi. March lockstep. One step at a time here. Are they gonna be okay? Magic swords. But I'm with John St. John. I should worry more about myself. We should check our equipment and see what blue magic John St. John can use. My power is protected under the shaking ground, huh? One last spot. And before we go do this, I need to go see a man about some boots and some buffs, as a matter of fact. Okay. Oh, come on. Order this out properly at the very least. Feathers, because that's protection against earth, and that's also protection against earth. And I think if we equip both of these guys with auto float, that'll make this even better. Give us some ability points to spare, even. And as a matter of fact, that's enough to... it's ability up, but not... Oh. I didn't take that off on everybody. Nice. Small mercies where you can find them, right? Okay. We're locked into it at this point. There's no possible way we can go back now. Everybody's where they need to be. They're going off and enjoying their own adventures. So I may as well just touch down outside the Earth Shrine and see what I can do. On second thought, no, I probably shouldn't do this, just in case we're not strong enough. I need to grind a little more. That way it's more tolerable, because we'll have 4 people on the team instead of just 2. And then again, this guy does eat dragons for lunch, so... quite literally, so... maybe it's not so much of a problem as I thought. Here we go. Ready for one of the best scenes in the whole game? Earth Shrine. Let's get going. Sean, you want to go with me? Well, I sorta got stuck with the leftovers. You don't have to explain. I'm so happy. At least they're taking it well. Huh? Their old saying in my tribe. Leftovers good. Let's hope we find good things in this cave. It's probably full of good food. I feel like I've heard this music before, and not just because I've played this game. This sounds like it's from something. Is no one here. Is empty. Yeah. Huh? What wrong? Did the ground just shake? Ah! Whew. This place is empty. It's too quiet. They probably got scared of us and ran away. I hope so. Ah! I hate it when you fret like that. That's why I always worry about you. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Just have a lot of things on my mind. Look out! We almost flat like pancake. Hope there aren't too many more of those. Garbage, please be safe. What the? It's a trap! Be careful! Ah! More icicles falling from the ceiling. Those things will kill you if they hit you directly. Let's go, Eshima! Aha! Is place to put mirror. Sean, put mirror. Is there nothing else to explore in this place? Just the one time we're gonna see this location? Sean, what you doing? Be late if you not hurry. Fine, fine. I'll follow the scripted sequence. I'll place the mirror right here. I've been waiting for you. Huh? That was too easy. Must have been disappointing for you. Now, I'll place the mirror here. Freya, stand back! It's just as Kuja said. He said I shouldn't expect intruders. Are you under Kuja's command? He not good person. Why you work for him? No. We are the Guardians of Terra. Guardians of Terra? Yes, we are the Guardians, filled with the power of Terra itself. What is Terra? We did not become Guardians to chat with mortals. We derive pleasure from ending your worthless lives. Just to prove how powerful you are. So you understand. But will that knowledge help you? Foolish. What? Picking fights with strangers in a place like this. I used to know someone like that. He was a loser. He refused to find beneficial ways to use his power. Instead, he'd seek out people to fight. Knuckles. What are you talking about? We'll show you what he means. Interesting. But you'll regret this. Ah! Finished already? Such weaklings. You? He's too fast. I can't target him with my magic. We can't take him on with just the two of us. Master Vivi, a true man never gives up in a fight. But... we can defeat this monster if we work together. So, which one of you will perish first? Silence! I shall vanquish you! What? Master Vivi, I shall attempt to hold him down. You attack him with your magic while I hold him down. But, what if I miss the target? I trust you, Vivi. Okay. Kuja told us there'd be 8 rats. Sorry, it's just the 2 of us. Did you have a feast prepared? You no worry, we eat everything. So you're attempting to conquer all 4 shrines at once. How futile. We'll see about that. Must try eating before we give up. What will you lower life forms do on Terra? We won't know until we get there. Must eat to find out what tastes good, is my lesson from traveling around world. Good. I shall show you the true meaning of fear! Is this setting off any nostalgia flags for anybody out there? Maybe you've played... oh, it's either 4 or 1, because the Elemental Guardians are from both of them. This one you'll recognize from the first game, definitely. Welcome to the battle against Lich. First and foremost, mighty guard on both of us. Have to wonder what the Earth Guard is thinking of this. Thievery. What does this do, I wonder? It's based on how many items we have in our inventory. What did you eat for breakfast? An Earth Guardian with mozzarella. I wonder, can we hit this guy with Holy? He's technically undead, so he would be weak to this if it works. I think this does damage either based on the number of items you've stolen or the number of treasure chests you've opened. Well, either way, it's weaker than our normal attacks, so it's not worth it. Nope, straight up missed. Nothing doing here. Not a whole lot of damage either. We could theoretically finish off this fight just using our normal... Should I go for it, is the question. Remedy, restores HP, auto life. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try the limit glove strategy. I mean, you can eat it if you're brave enough. I thought that wasn't until later on. Like the boss version of this enemy, you can't eat. Wait a second. This guy uses water. Didn't expect that. Oh, good. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I remember this fight being kind of a pain. Let's just cast some White Wind for the sake of it. The only boss that's eatable. Huh. Okay. Oh, it uses all of the elements. Not just one. Huh. His most dangerous one I remember being the... Couldn't steal anything, but he has things to steal. That's the thing about this, right? Yeah, Major Magic isn't working on John St. John. Rubber suit. Yeah, here we go. Earthquake. The thing that hits everybody at once. Hence, why I'm floating in the air. Because then it won't hit anybody. Alright. Expecting these Grand Crusaders to deal with them. Then this blue thing with a big tongue shows up and asks for food. Doesn't have anything. Alright, it's time to just straight up attack it then. I wonder. Turn after turn, should I just eat unless I can... Unless I need to heal everybody? His physical attacks aren't doing much to it. You're only supposed to use one type if you're a gym leader. He's lived for hundreds of years, don't you know? I didn't go through Elemental Guardian school just so I can be limited to one type of attack. Besides, nobody's looking down here. You can't tell me what to do, you're not my mom. I did. I actually ate the thing, and I got a spell for it, too. Good job, John St. John. You did it. Like I guess liches are like fine wine. The more they age, the better they get. All done. I wonder if everyone okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're waiting for us by now. Right. We go back to airship now. Fresh air, finally! Yeah, we never saw their elemental guardian. We will eventually, but not now. Sean is unbelievable. Asking us ladies to fight a monster like that. You'll understand why she's so angry later. Oh my gosh! What's wrong, Eshima? Oh, I completely forgot. And we're all alone, too. What is it? There's a question I need to ask you. I've been waiting for a chance to ask you for the longest time. Give me an honest answer, okay? Well, you have to ask the question before I can answer. Do you love Sean? What? Why? You have to answer me. Do you love him or not? Hey, it's the airship! Sean's back! Did you just say something, Garbage? Let's go, Eshima. Hey, wait! That's not fair! And it was just two ellipses next to each other. Now that we've got everyone, we can head to Shimmering Island. Hey, Knuckles. I didn't know you were here. So we'll go to Shimmering Island, then to Terra? Yeah, it's near Estogaza. Won't take long. Tell me something. What motivates you to do this? What motivates me? I think he knows. Well, what do you guys think? Eshima wants garbage for herself. Well, the whole chasing after a man thing didn't work out, maybe. Nah. And even if that's the case, that makes the ending to this game kind of tragic. Well, does he change or has he gone through a character arc? I don't know. You really think that's the answer I should give him? Option 1, I've got 1 vote for 1, I got 1 vote for 3. Yeah. I know how to count. Anyone else? Because we've pretty much got 1 vote across the board here. Next one will be the tiebreaker. This is a Twitch stream. Pick option 3 for the trolls. Alright. I really don't know. You don't even know why you do the things you do? I didn't say that. Maybe I do it because I don't know what motivates me. To understand something is interesting, but what's already understood is boring. I'm sure we'll understand something when we get to Shimmering Island and go to Terra. Beginning to understand why he won and I lost. I lost against his way of thinking. Alright. Set up our team once again. And we gotta go with the really powerful team too. Because now that we've spent all this time doing that, guess what's waiting for us in the marshes again? Or at least, hopefully waiting for us in the marshes. You see that big yellow shining dot on the map? 3 was actually the best answer. Wow, yeah. Forgs! Isn't there a Twitch emote for that, or is that just when I visit Smite's stream? I love Arcade Pit, by the way. I should start hosting him automatically. I forgot that they don't put that show on Arcade Pit itself anymore. Yeah, let me look through here. Give it a sec to load everything. No? Oh, no, wait, there it is. I knew there was one. I've seen Gish use it before. Also, I just noticed the thing at the top of the head, so yes, that is totally a reference to what I think it is. Do we have to talk about Dad every freaking day? This is Peppy Hair, the Fox Cloud. Now do a barrel roll, I know. What's with me quoting Brentalfloss lately? I've been doing it a lot. Especially when I've been playing this game. No? No frogs here? Oh, come on. There's gotta be forks somewhere at this point. Gotta be some part of the map we haven't checked yet. Don't do this to me, game. No. Oh, no, you didn't. I'm having something. I mean, there's really nothing I can do about it other than grind some more, but we've done enough of that tonight. Well, same order I did them in before. Fly up to the northern continent. Check out that spot near the Black Mage Village. I mean, technically it's near Con Petit, but... And yeah, I know I could take the airship and it would probably be faster, but... Chocobo can go just about as many places anyway. And we need the Chocobo for one of these places as well. It's not easy being green. It's not easy eating green either, apparently. You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid. After 500 years, what causes the extinction of frogs? Fnu, of course. Oh my god, I didn't mean for that joke to actually be a thing. Oh, there's 2 of them waiting for us here. Sean, can I catch frogs? I'm sure. This isn't enough of them, though, is the only problem. 'Cause we're at... No, it is. These are the last 2 we need. The last frogs on Earth. You working hard, John St. John? Now the time. John St. John, you on your own from now on. You train to become ultimate gourmand alone. Master Quail, before you go, you take final test. Oh boy. The final test. This is like becoming an ultimate martial arts master. You take your final test, and if you don't succeed, you die. Great teacher, everybody. No, 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 Mighty Guard. Oh, thank goodness that didn't hit. You know, I should probably steal from this dude. It's fucking raw! John St. John's new quest. Find Gordon Ramsay. This be braised steak with frog legs. It's fucking terrible. You are the worst chef to be on this show. What do you say? Do we just keep hitting this guy with frog drop? Because the Major Magic strategy didn't seem to be working. This frog is still ribbiting in my plate. Can you even imagine a cooking show? Cooking with Quina, or Cuna, or God bless it. I will never be able to figure out which one of those is right. There probably is no right answer. I wonder if Reflect actually works on this guy. I can't help but wonder. Easy now. Wait, who's going into trance? Oh! The one character who has the potential to make this fight go... Kind of a shame that John St. John didn't go into trance for this, but... Oh, come on. We wasted some trance meter on stealing an elixir, really? I may as well show all of these off. Solution 9, Grand Lethal. Just all the really good skills. Oh. Well, that's gonna hurt. No, it doesn't hurt garbage, though. Oh, but it heals him! That's actually the worst thing we could have done. God, these are so cool to look at. Nice! Look at all that damage, too. Cooking with Kuna! What else do we have? Mio Twist. Mio Twister. I mean, when else are we gonna get to use all of these skills? I'm never gonna have another opportunity to show these off. May as well take advantage while we can, right? You travel with garbage and your food tastes like it too. You not good person. It's fucking raw. Your attitudes stink. Just like everything you cook. I forgot to give everybody their status resistances back. Am I actually gonna beat this guy? I can't believe it. We're actually doing all right for ourselves here. Is it raining where you are? Can't cast. Of course we can't. Is it raining where you are? No. I just have my AC running in the background because it's way too hot this time of year. Stellar Circle 5. That's a good one. Frog drop. You know, James May took on Gordon in a cooking duel and won. Fun facts for your everyday life. Wait a second. Oh no. So Circle 5. We've already seen Shift Break, so might as well end this off with a Grand Lethal. There's only one other skill I can use. We won. We did it. We beat Quail. I can't believe it. I just did something I never did as a child. I got an elixir for it. But he looked like he died at the end there. I no have more to teach you. I give you this. The ultimate weapon of this character. The Gastro Fork. Thank you, Master Quail. I train more. Frogs captured 99. One more for the road, everybody. If this thing will ever get on land, sure. Freya's a kill steal. That's what she does ever since the Festival of the Hunt. I'll get down here. It's a better camera angle to see. Is John St. John Big the cat, but in Final Fantasy? Yeah, pretty much. It works even better, too, because they both live out in the wilderness. They both have large frames. They both live out in the wilderness, usually in a swamp-like area in a hut of sorts. They both have a lot to do with frogs. It just works. There it is. Triple digits at long last. I done catching. For the course of the entire game, I done catching. I have mastered Way of Gourmand. Apparently, if you catch enough frogs, you can get that ability all the way up to... You can get Frog Drop all the way up to 9,999. Look at that. There's the legendary weapon. Yeah, legendary fork, known for its ability to crush anything. Adds the status effect of stop. Good on you, John St. John. Now, what raises your magic stat? Yeah. Which one of those 100 frogs had the Chaos Emerald in it? We'll never know, because now it's in John St. John's belly. Man. The first one they just never checked. We just did it. We took on some bosses. We beat a side mission that I never took on as a child. Probably could have beaten that one, actually. Now that I look back, I was just scared because of Ozma. I was scared because, hey, the other boss is so terrifying, and there's no way I can take on this guy. He's like level 60. But all he does is just spam status effects and other things at you. And I guess that's it. It's like 9:39 where I'm at right now. If I'm going to tackle this book first thing tomorrow, I'm going to need all the sleep I can get. So thank you all for coming out to this stream tonight. This has been a blast despite everything. It's been a ton of fun, guys. Thank you all for coming out to this tonight. And please join us again tomorrow night when we'll be playing, giving you my blind impressions in Slime Rancher. Until then, I'm Whatthefnu. Later, everybody.